Hello everyone and welcome to today's session on top 15 commonly asked product manager interview questions at Simplilearn. Do you know friends that product managers play a key role in setting up strategy and roadmap of the product development? They define the feature requirements and interact with the stakeholders to meet the customer requirements. If you're an aspiring candidate who wants to become a product manager or you have an upcoming interview for this role, then you should definitely watch this video to increase your chances of getting hired as a product manager.
Craving a career upgrade? Subscribe, like, and comment below. Dive into the link in the description to fast-track your ambitions. Whether you're making a switch or aiming higher, Simplilearn has your back.
Now before we move on, just a quick info guys. Simplilearn has got a project management certification course in collaboration with the PMI Institute. You are going to get Gen AI in Project Management PMP exam pass, which is guaranteed for first attempt. You are going to get exclusive masterclasses for generative AI for project management. You are going to earn 35 PDUs, 12 simulation assessments, 500 plus premium question, 1000 question banks, cheat sheet, and many more. So hurry up now and join the course. The course link is mentioned in the description box. Now before we move on, I request you guys that do not forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon for further updates. So let's get started. So guys, let's start with the first question. That is, how do you determine which features to incorporate into a product? So guys, this is a very amazing question and think about it before answering. So guys, you would answer something like this. In determining which features to incorporate into a product, say that you prioritize aligning with user needs and business objectives. You gather an extensive user feedback through surveys, interviews to understand what features are most desired. Market research also helps to identify trends and benchmarks against competitors. To prioritize effectively, say I use Moscow method, categorizing features into must-have, should-have, could-have, and won't-have. This structured approach ensures that we focus on delivering features that provide maximum value to our users and support our business goals strategically. So, by maintaining a clear vision of what's essential, we enhance our product's relevance and competitiveness in the market. So guys, this forms the answer of this question. So you can answer something like this. Now let us move on to our next question. That is, how do you strike a balance between qualitative and quantitative metrics? So guys, the solution is, say like striking a balance between qualitative and quantitative metrics is crucial for comprehensive understanding of the product's impact. Qualitative data gathered through user interviews and feedback sessions offers insights into user experiences and satisfaction level. Quantitative data collected via analytical tools provides hard numbers on the usage patterns, engagement rates, and conversion metrics. Say that you employ A/B testing to compare different user experiences quantitatively, while also incorporating qualitative insights to understand why certain features perform better. This dual approach also ensures that your decisions are not only data-driven, but also deeply informed by actual user sentiments, leading to more user-centric product developments. So guys, this is the answer of this question. Now let us move to our third question. The third question is, can you explain your process of leading a product development team from initial concept to the launch? So guys, this is an experience-based question. So you can answer something like this. Say that leading a product development team from concept to launch involves several structured phases. Initially, say that you start with a concept validation phase where you brainstorm ideas, conduct market research, and gather initial feedback. Then you move into the design and prototyping phase, where you develop mock-ups and prototypes that are tested both internally and with a selected group of users. Development follows with an agile methodology, allowing for iterative testing and refinement based on ongoing feedback. Say that before launch, the product undergoes rigorous QA testing to ensure functionality and reliability. And post-launch, you monitor user feedback and performance metrics closely to prepare for the next iteration. Throughout this process, regular communication, stakeholder updates, and adaptive planning are key to navigating challenges and ensuring alignment with the project goals. Now let us move on to our next question. That is, how do you balance user feedback with business objectives during product development? So you can answer something like this, that balancing user feedback with business objective involves a careful assessment of how features align with our strategic goals while fulfilling user needs. During development process, say that you conduct a frequent user testing sessions to gather actionable insights. This feedback is analyzed in the context of our business objectives to determine feature prioritization. Then, regular alignment meetings with stakeholders also ensures that there is a clear understanding and agreement on the direction you are taking. Say that this process helps you to create a product that not only delights the users, but also drives the business forward, ensuring sustainability and growth. So guys, this is the answer for this question. I hope so you would have got a brief idea regarding this. Now let us move on to our fifth question. So guys, our fifth question is, interviewer can ask you about their product. Something like this, that what knowledge do you have about our products and how can you summarize the current state of our market? So say that based on my research, your product stands out due to their innovative approach in the specific industry like healthcare, finance, XYZ, you can add it. Then you can say about the current market that is experiencing, describe its trends with significant shifts that are driven by, you can mention any relevant technology or any consumer behavior changes. Talk about competitor analysis. Say about competitor A and competitor B, like how they are adapting and which keeps the market dynamic. Tell also that your product's unique features, like mention unique features, providing a competitive edge. So guys, understanding these dynamics would make a perfect answer of this question. Now let us move on to our next question. That is a behavioral question, and it is something like this. So if your interviewer asks it that have you ever encountered difficulties in securing buy-in from a stakeholder? So guys, this is also a scenario-based question. You can answer something like this. Say yes, securing stakeholder in buy-in can be pretty challenging, especially when proposals involve significant investment or change. So say one particular instance involved in persuading a stakeholder to approve a costly feature integration. Say that you address their concerns by representing a detailed ROI analysis, projecting long-term benefits against the initial cost. So by aligning the feature benefits with the strategic business goals and demonstrating the potential market expansion, say that you are able to secure their approval. So guys, in this way, you can answer this question. Now let us move on to our seventh question. That is, what strategies and tools do you use to prioritize features during product development? And how do you handle technical debt? So guys, you can answer this question something like this. Say that prioritizing features during product development is crucial for meeting delivery timelines and maximizing the product impact. Say that you employ the Moscow method to prioritize feature based in their necessary and impact. Tools like you use Jira that helps to manage priorities effectively, ensuring transparency across the team. And in the technical depth, say that it is managed by dedicating a portion of each development sprint to refactoring and addressing the legacy issues. So this proactive approach prevents the accumulation of technical debt. And in this way, you can answer this question. Now let us move on to our next question. That is, how do you manage a conflicting technical requirement or priorities from different stakeholders? Say that managing conflicting technical requirement involves a balanced approach where communication and prioritization are the key. Say that in the stakeholder meetings, you encourage open discussions to understand each perspective fully. Talk about use a weighted scoring model to assess the impact and necessity of each requirement. Say that it helps in making informed decisions that align with the project's strategic goals while accommodating stakeholders' concerns as much as possible. Talk about that regular updates and clear communication ensures stakeholders remain informed about the reason behind certain decisions and also fostering trust and collaboration. So this makes a perfect answer for this question. Now let us move on to our ninth question. So guys, our ninth question is, can you provide an example of a product that didn't meet initial performance expectations and how you optimized this? So guys, this is also a scenario-based question. If you have encountered anything like this, so you can talk about your experience. So here's a model answer for this question. Talk about that once you launched a product that didn't meet the expected performance metrics. Initial user feedback indicated issues with the user interface and overall responsiveness. Say that you quickly gathered a task force team to address these issues, using performance profiling tools to identify and resolve bottlenecks. Say that you also re-evaluated the user interface based on specific feedback, making it more intuitive. So after optimizations, you conducted a relaunch campaign which significantly improved user engagement and satisfaction. So guys, this experience basically highlighted the importance of agility and responsiveness in product management. And it makes a perfect answer to this question. Now let us move on to our next question, that is, how do you ensure that your product development team remains innovative while adhering to agile methodologies and meeting deadlines? So guys, answer to this question is that fostering innovation within agile framework involves encouraging creative thinking and providing opportunities for experimentation. Say that you organize regular hackathons and dedicate sprints for exploring new ideas. So in this way, it motivates the team but also leads to innovative solutions. So guys, this marks the perfect answer to this question. Now let us move on to our next question. That is, what specific tools or frameworks do you find most effective for tracking and managing product development progress, such as Jira or Trello? So guys, the answer to this question is, you can say that for managing product development, you prefer using Jira due to its comprehensive suite of agile project management tools. Then you can talk about its effectiveness for tracking sprint progress, managing backlogs, and distributing tasks across teams. For less complex project, when working, say that you use Trello, which provides a visually intuitive platform that simplifies task management. So guys, in this way, it marks the perfect answer to this question. Now let us move on to our next question. That is, can you discuss a time when you had to pivot a product strategy based on technical limitations or market feedback? So guys, you can talk about something like this, that during one project, you initially planned to integrate an advanced AI feature. However, technical assessments and early user feedback highlighted performance issues and steep learning curve for our target audience. Realizing these challenges said that you decided to pivot the strategy. Instead of complex AI solution, you implemented a more user-friendly, rule-based automation feature that achieved similar result but with greater acceptance and less technical risk. So this strategic pivot not only addressed the technical limitation, but also aligned better with the market needs that ultimately enhance the product success and user satisfaction. So you can tell your answer something like this. Now let us move on to our 13th question. So guys, our 13th question is, what methods do you use to validate product idea from technical perspective before the development begins, like such as prototyping or user testing? So guys, you can answer this question something like this, that validating a product idea technically starts with prototyping, which allows us to visualize and test functionality of the core features. Say that you often employ tools like Sketch or Figma for UI UX prototypes, and then use platforms like InVision for interactive simulation. Following prototyping, you conduct feasibility studies and proof of concept tests to ensure the technical viability of the proposed solution. Then you do user testing, utilize both focus groups and A/B testing setups, which provides feedback on the user experience and interface. It is also very crucial for making iterative improvements before full-scale development begins. So guys, you can answer this question something like this. Now let us move on to our 14th question. That is, how do you maintain effective communication and collaboration with cross-functional teams, including developers and designers during product development? So guys, this is also an experience-based question. So if you have worked in an industry where you have came across these scenarios, so guys, you can answer this question something like this. Say that effective communication and collaborations are maintained by establishing clear communication channels and regular interaction routines. Say that you use agile methodologies which facilitate in daily stand-ups, sprint planning, reviews, and retrospectives that ensures continuous dialogue and timely updates across all teams. Say that you also use Jira and Confluence for tracking tasks and sharing documentation. Also, you say that you use joint design and development sprints to encourage a collaborative environment where developers and designers can align their work closely, which also fosters a holistic approach to product development. Now let us move to our final question. That is, what is your approach for managing technical risk and ensure code quality in product development? It is also a very, very important question. So guys, you can pause this video and think about it. You can answer this question something like this. Say that managing technical risks start with a proactive approach to identifying potential issues in the early development process. Say that you implement robust testing strategies, including unit tests, integration tests, and end-to-end tests, which facilitates automated testing frameworks like Selenium and Jest. Then say that you do regular code reviews and pair programming sessions, which you can say that are part to your routine to maintain high code standards and foster knowledge sharing within the team. To ensure that ongoing code quality, you use continuous integration and continuous deployment pipelines, which automates the testing and deployment processes. It also allows you to detect and resolve issues swiftly. Say that you do regular audits and adopt the latest security practices that are kind of integral to your product strategy. You also ensure the product is not only functional, but is also secure and reliable. So guys, that was all for today's video. I hope so. You would have enjoyed our today's video on commonly asked product interview questions at Simplilearn. So guys, that was all for today's video. I hope so. You would have enjoyed our today's video on commonly asked product interview questions at Simplilearn.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.